Tuesday morning. Ooh, 7 o'clock. Finished up last night about 9 o'clock. We managed to get in about 30 odd acres. There's another 100 acres to drill today, so I wanted a good early start this morning. We've got to check the drill over, we've got to grease up some of the bearings. Hopefully all goes well, we'll get this done, finished today. Get the tractor going, warm everything up. This thing is connecting to its satellite, so while that's doing that, we'll be greasing up, and by the time we're ready to go, it should all be connected. The carrying wheels and the metering wheels get greased every day, as well as the carrying wheels for the wings, as well as the marker arms. So there's a couple underneath I've got to do on the metering shaft. We just go around, literally give everything a good wiggle, make sure nothing's come loose. I check every arm, I keep everything tight, that way you don't seem to get that many breakages if you keep it all tight all the time. So I'll check all the arms and underneath as well. You get covered, but it was late last night, so I weren't doing it last night. I'll just grab the end of the tine. That tells me if the tine is loose. There's 2 bolts that hold them on. PTO shaft, frame, that all gets done every 3 days. I'll just quickly look at my seed boots. They will split from time to time. I'm just looking at the boot, where they're vibrating and flexing. They can split. I'm pretty sure they're all pretty good. This is the first morning I think I've ever had where I haven't had to tighten a bolt up. I always glance at these if I can see them, just have a little look, because it's what keeps the tine attached to the leg. Yeah, we've only had 1 full day on it, so tomorrow will be the same, and then the day after we'll do a full grease up. I'll show you the seed while we're here. Absolutely filled it to the brim. This will be heavy. Undressed wheat. Spring wheat it is. It's a really bold sample. It weighs, yeah, I don't know how much we got in the drill last night, but Christ, our first load we went with lasted quite a while, but I did a seed check, so I mapped the whole field out with the steering kit. You can only visually gauge it because the bucket is you can get more than a ton in a bucket. Anyway, you map the field out, that gives you an area, and then you times your area by your seed rate. That should tell you what how much seed you used, and it was about right. Anyway, last little check is to just check your wheel eradicators. They just rub out the wheel marks of the tractor. They're always set a bit deeper than the rest of the drill. I told you before about this tractor, 7716. This tractor and that drill just made for each other. But yeah, 800s on the back. I think that's, what are those, 540s on the front. Once this comes off the drill and we're finished with our grassland work, I think Farmer was talking about getting her a set of new tyres for the road. So it sits on skinny wheels then, and it's such a comfortable tractor. Anyway, let's have a little look. I'm sure Graham won't mind us pointing the camera at his cows. Oh, they're not used to me, are they? Hey girls. Looks like some young stock there. Some lovely, lovely, lovely animals there. Anyway, we're going to get to it. I'm going to dust myself off. We'll get out to the field. I want to try and cover 100 acres today. When the seed drill is full, you are almighty heavy on the back end, and you pretty much have to do the steering with your brakes down there, which are working very nice thanks to Ollie. And anyway, we're going to start on. Oh yeah, we are. Whoa, we were wheeling then. Yes, we put plenty in the drill last night, but it does make it light on the front end. Once you drop the drill down, it's different. We don't carry a weight either, front weight. A lot of you say, why don't you carry a front weight? But as soon as that drill's on the floor, this tractor's light as a feather then, and all the weight's on the drill. But if you carry a front right, you're just adding to compaction. You're just adding weight to your tractor for no reason. So we don't carry a weight. It's why this size drill and this tractor goes together. If it was bigger, a bigger drill, you know, more metal, heavier, you'd be past the limit and you'd have to carry front weight, and then that defeats the whole point of the, you know, the whole thing. Lightweight. Anyway, done this one last night. Got a fuel gauge going at haywire again. We're going to have a look at that, I think. Oh good, that puts us right where I want to be actually. Our next field is on the bank here, quite a big one. I can't remember the acreage of this one, but quite a big field. 3 little ones in a row there, got them done last night, and it was pretty good. Anyway, I'll show you how I do a seed check, and then I'll get the headlands done and we'll come back after that. Anyway, quite a nice big field up on the banks, some wet areas up there I can see. I'll show you how I unfold the drill. You lift the marker up like that. I've got to do the other one as well. They sort of interlock the frame, so you've got to get both markers up in the air like that and then open them up. Bit funny to start with, that, like the thought process on it, but once you've got your head around it, actually quite simple. And then that's them up, that's that unfolded. Right, we're going to do a quick seed test, so we'll run the fan up. We're going to control our height, lifting height to somewhere there. I've just this dial here does your maximum lift height on the this one does your speed down, and then this one does your draft control on a plough or a cultivator or something like that. It will, if you've got this draft control turned on, the more you have it turned up, the more sensitive it is. And basically, if the tractor detects that the wheels are slipping, it will lift the implement to get you going a bit easier. But we don't use that. I just use my wheel. If I start spinning, if I turn this wheel, it will start picking the implement up ever so slightly. But at the moment, it's right down. If you leave your handbrake on while you turn the PTO on, it should stay on. We'll just rev it up. And then underneath every spout, you should see some seeds. And if you want to check your tram lines are working, you set the box to a tram line. 2 of them shouldn't have seed on. That's the way of checking your tram line. And then you just check every single one, make sure there's a pile of seed there. problem with this spout last year. Anyway, farmer rerouted it, shortened it by about a foot. Hasn't been a problem since. So I don't know what, yeah. Me and Rob put a new pipe there. We didn't change a thing. But we put these bits of armour there. And instead of it wearing the pipe, it wears the armour. Right here, just wears, it doesn't wear the pipe then. Yeah, so anyway, farmer rerouted it, took a load off, and it hasn't been a problem since, so yeah, everything looks alright though. If you do all these checks all the time, you won't drill a whole field, hopefully, without spotting a problem. Not saying that you will, but well, I don't know why I always go around the same way. I'm just used to going around this way. This box needs to tell me that on the tramliner is shouting 3 here. So we do 3, 4, and then 5 is our tram line for the sprayer, for the fertilizer, for a 24 meter spread. So we start on number 3, and when we get to this point here, I have to manually hit that because the arms work via the other one will go up. Once you lift that one up, that one goes down. So yes, I have to manually do that, which is easier said than done. You get back to this point here and you just forget. I don't know why. Yes, so we do 3, 4, 5. I'm leaving myself a big space to turn on just because it's easier. So I do 6 times round. You can get round in 5 times. There's this number here tells me my PTO is running at 1,000. And last night, I had my if you're visualising my eyeliner sight, that's what I could see yesterday. So of course I couldn't see that the fan was off, and I'd done half the field with the fan off. And what do you have to do, you say? You have to go and find your seed. So what I do then is where I was in the field, I check and make sure the last time round the outside's done. So I checked that, there was seed there, so that was good. At least, yeah, that was good. And then you have to go back to the start of your ups and downs, check there, no seed there. So I know straight away the whole of the ups and downs, I was halfway across the field. And then you have to re-drill it, you have to do it again. So it's super annoying. It really annoys me, it gets to me, that does. But it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to make a start, see how we go here. 2 big fields, and then what we got at the top there, 1 medium-sized field, and then a little triangle. So yeah, if we have no problems, we should be done in, I don't know, 7 or 8 o'clock. I then come to my box here. This is my steering box from Sveerwerken, I think that's how they say it. And then I want to mark the boundary. If I wanted to record the boundary, I can do that, but I know the seed rate's right. So if you're recording the boundary as well, you just got to remember to pause in the corners, and there it just leaves you a little bit extra to do, and you just always forget one corner. It will record it still, but it doesn't do it as accurate as you would like, but it doesn't matter. Right, we're going to get started here. So I'm backed up in the corner, and I just simply put the drill down, start moving forward. 4-wheel drive's in. I put it in permanent while I go around the outside, just so while we're turning. And once you've done 2 or 3 headlands, you ain't worried about how fast you go. But look at the field conditions, absolutely beautiful. This is the best I've ever drilled into anywhere. So I'm super happy. I know there's going to be a wet spot or 2 across the field, and we'll deal with it when we get there. But I'm not actually worried about those. This drill just floats over top. Got a tree there, look, needs clearing away. Oh, I've got several along here. The boys will be at that, I imagine. Anyway, we just drive simply right round the field now. Then when we get back to the start, we do the 2nd time round. Beautiful, I haven't got to worry about my marker in conditions like this. So easy. Oh, I just love it. And we will, I don't know where farmer puts his AB in. I imagine somewhere down here. So right here is our straight edge for the field, so we'll put our A and B line here, and A and B is just a direction of travel for your straight line on your guidance. And this is the furthest point this way of the field. So we'll do it along here. And the moment the field starts coming this way again, we'll put a B there. The further you go, the more accurate you can just do, you know, 10 meters and go. If you were doing something like topping or tedding, it doesn't matter. Anyway, my marker is my mud guard on the outside there. We're going to press B there because we're going to start coming out now. We're going to come down again. We're coming up the hills here, so when you're coming down the hill, you can you're a gear faster. Anyway, that's given me a straight line to go to now. I always get my outsides done first, and I'll show you what I do to make sure I don't miss. And yeah, pretty simple then. Right, might not look it, but we're going up a bit of a incline here. First time I was spinning my way all the way up here. And she's damp there as well. Here we go again, look. Come on. You can see where I was spinning my wheels. Just the soil content's changed a little bit there. It's a bit more clay type. That's what we're used to at home, that sort of soil at home. And we're going uphill as well with a heavy seed drill. We've got full tank on, so that doesn't help. But yeah, you can see I was having a bit of fun there, can't you? Anyway, all you can do is lift the drill up and get the weight off the drill. But yeah, a bit wet up this side. I'll show you, that's not the worst of it. I didn't even go through the worst of it. I can see where Keithy had a go at getting stuck. It's just the way it is in the spring. It's never ever perfect all over. You just have little areas like that where on a normal year they're wet, and when you've had a wet winter they're incredibly wet. It'll be the same in this next field over. There's two springs in there, and they will be god awful wet. There's one in this field, we're just about to approach it, but we're on the hill, look, steadily climbing. When the drill's lighter, it'll come up here a bit better, but we've got a ton and a bit of seed on, so once we're over the brow, look, I'll show you where old Keithy did tell me. He said he nearly had to ring someone to come pull him out. And yeah, you know, you could attempt to go through that, but farmer's got to come through with his sprayer, and these will be wet for, yeah, they'll be wet for a month or two still yet. So this is just an area that we'll just cut that area out, and it won't get drilled this time. And when it's dry in the autumn, we'll come and sort it out then. But it ain't worth getting stuck in the morning when you've got plenty and plenty of dry to go at. So we just cut that bit out. It's all wet in there, it's just soup. You go in there, you will, right, you might not get out. Simple as that. Bad enough where we are now. I feel it spinning. That's what it's like in the spring, and it's like that all over, you know. But the rest of the whole field is beautiful, and it will be fine, you know, not worried about it at all. For the area you missed there, if I attempt, look at that, you can, I just know, you attempt to go in that, and you might get one pass in there, you might get lucky, but when you can see water in sand, that is like a bottomless pit. You will sink. Water on the clay is not too bad because it holds you up, but that there would not be good. So now we're changing our box onto a tram line now. That shuts off 2 of the spouts on each side of the drill where the sprayer. Got to be ever so careful reversing with this thing. Yeah, two spouts each side of the drill. Get it going along here. It's nice and a bit more level down here, so we can get going. Look. And right now is where the sprayer will run when he's spraying the field with his chemicals to keep the plants healthy. And the fertilizer goes on these tracks as well, so just shows everybody where to drive, and saves a bit on seed as well. If you do this in every field, you will yeah, if you had 10,000 acres to put in, the amount of seed you would save is massive. So yeah, worth putting in. Sometimes we won't, if you get a wet back end and farmer wants to get pre-emergence on after you've drilled wheat. Sometimes we won't, we'll just cover the whole field in seeds and he'll drill his own tram lines like we have this year. But yeah, this time we're drilling tram lines. I really like this feature on here where you put your first tram line in as you would normally with your drill, and then you tell the box with on what line your tram line is, and then it will mark that across the whole field. And then once that's set, this is always going to be right, whereas this can sometimes, if you have a problem with the drill and it doesn't trigger the arm or something happens, when the yellow line meets this box, that should say 5, that should be on a yellow line, and it's just another way of double checking yourself to make sure your tram lines are right. I just think it's such a simple thing to make sure you're right all the time. Anyway, we're still on satellite, we're on the PPP signal. Yeah, I'm super impressed. I don't think we need anything. It hasn't, not once has it glitched out on me. That was, we only had an afternoon on it yesterday, but I'll give you a full, after we finish drilling, I'll give, because they've updated this software, and it's made a massive difference to this system. We'll go through that on a separate video. I'll tell you when we'll go through it. We'll go through it once we get that steering valve involved. This is all going to be ripped out, you see. It's coming out of this tractor, going in the other tractor, and we're putting the steering valve on here. We're just coming up to the end, look. So we're going to lift the marker arm up. That'll come up. We'll watch on here. This is way more accurate now. I can actually trust that now, whereas before it used to be a second or 2 behind what you're actually doing. Got some birds here now. Must be breakfast time. Some nice birds. But yeah, anyway, we're going to be ripping this system out. It's going in the other tractor of mine. I say mine, they're all farmers' tractors, but the other one it's the 7718 without guidance. So that's where this is going. And then we are going to install that hydraulic steering valve in here, and for winter seeding we should be able to see what the difference is there. So yeah, that'll be good. Anyway, yeah, we're getting on really well. It's a nice big field. I love it. Once you can get the guidance on, you've got some nice long passes. You get a bit done as well. You know, the longer your drill, the longer the drill's in the ground for, the more you're putting down. So you can soon start getting the seed into the field. What are these birds doing? They're clearing up all me anything left on top, I'm sure. They'll be looking for worms, they'll be looking for seeds, they'll be looking for everything. But we're burying it plenty deep enough, so they won't find many unless they go rooting around for it. We're a couple of inches, about 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 in the ground. So with a cultivator drill, you can't really set the depth like you can on a disc drill, but that's where it's lying, you know, on average. So guys are going to bring me some seed over, save us running back to the grain store each time. Something in there I need to get out. Yeah, that would be risky. You would get one pass down, but you wouldn't get back. I know you wouldn't. But while we're out the tractor and waiting, we will have a little oh, I love that tractor setup. Have a little scratch around. There's the seed. Like to see a few more just there. That's our seed depth, so we sort of look at that. It's literally 1.5 inches deep. That is perfect, nicely covered over, so yeah, the birds can't get too much of it. There'll be 1 or 2 on top. It's just the nature of the drill. Going in really nice. So when you're putting seed in, you always want to make sure everything's still attached. These are your tram lines. They've got they've got a little wire on them, look, and there's a little flap in there, so as soon as the tram lines come on, they stop the seed from going up into the down the pipe, sorry, stops the seed going down that way, down to the leg. So they will run to the tram lines, 4 of those. Anyway, oh, I have had these come off before, twice. Oh, actually I want to adjust, oh, it's our man. I just want to adjust my camera. There we go. Let the man put the seed in. I suspect this is all getting a bit long again, but there's my camera. Look, if we can make that bigger. Used to be ever so glitchy. Used to shut the actual monitor down, the very first software versions of it, but it works absolutely beautiful now. If you just want a picture of your camera, that's your camera. I usually just shut it down till the seed alarm's going off, and then I can just check my seed. You can watch the last little trickle go out down the metering system, so it works ever so well. And if you're halfway across the field, it happens. Trust me, it happens. You think to yourself, oh, I can get across there, and you'll be halfway across, and you'll watch the last little bit go out, but then you can just press your marker on here, go and get some seed. I know it's annoying, but at least you can you don't have to drill all that. You can go around the other side and drill, I don't know, but you can fill it in. You know where you ran out. It's the end of the day. We're just on this hillside one. We ain't got many like this on this. We haven't got many that fall away and over the hills and whatever. So it's about as exciting as it gets for us. But yeah, nearly got stuck earlier on. Nearly found a wet hole and nearly got stuck in there. But managed to get myself out, so that was all right. We're what are we, 10 to 5, so we're actually doing a bit, or yeah, we're doing better than I thought actually. Just put the last bag of seed in, and we've got 1 bar of fuel as well. So Graham said he's got some fuel to get me home, and I'm pretty sure the last bag is going to do it. So yeah, fingers crossed we've done our job correctly. He didn't want to take it, he didn't want any left, he said, and we knew we were cutting it fine, and he's just put the last one in anyway. It tapers away as we go up the hill a bit. You guys are on my head, you need to go off. Because we got no fuel, we're light on the front, and okay, 3.2 and it is. Yeah. There you go. Can't actually see where I'm meant to be. This is fun, isn't it? Let's pop the drill down and grab a line. Somewhere there. Christ. Yeah, when you got a full tractor of fuel, you see you got another 100 kilos. You ain't going to be able to see very much. I'll bring it down here. Oh man, that was hard work. Can't see a thing. Dust and stuff all over the windows, so you guys won't see very much either. And we're just climbing the steep bits of the hills. Yeah, strange old soil up here. It's sort of sandy one minute and then clay the next. It's really weird. Once we're over the brow, we're all right. But you get a nice view of everything from up here. It's nice. I think one of them's started rolling, so the boys will start rolling. That'll keep the moisture in. Push any rocks down and get some good contact between the seed and the soil. So that will be good. It's 5:30. We've done all right for the time. I'm well pleased with the time. I got I don't know if I'll make it home on one bar. I'll see if the guys have got some fuel for me. We'll have a quick look in the hopper, see how close it all was. But really pleased actually, got all that done. Look at this dirt. We ain't got none of this at home. It's not all perfect like that, but let's just check our depth here. Should see some seed. Big house in there. Oh, there it is. There it is down there. Lovely, lovely. Lovely. Happy, happy. Oh man. Yeah. On the whole, it drilled. Beautiful. And there's just some common wet spots here, and they're very, very wet still. Anyway, oh yeah, we've got half a tank. That's not too bad. See what the guys want to do with it. But I was worried we weren't going to have enough. You always get to the last field, and then you look at the pile you got or the bags you got, and you think, oh Christ, am I going to make it? But on the whole, it's all right. We're on the top of the hill. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I am now going to go and beg the guys for some fuel to get me home. Pick all my stuff up, get the drill emptied. We will blow off, get calibrated for whatever farm wants to plant next, and I guess we'll start again in the morning, because I doubt you'll want to start in the evening, but who knows. But we'll pick it up tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.